And welcome back, folks. JT Displays back here with the CEO of Skillquest, Corbin. Welcome to the program. Happy to be here. No, happy to have you here. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks, JT. I'm happy to be here as well and happy to be supporting LOS Champs.
Absolutely. So, obviously, you are, like I mentioned before, the CEO of Skillquest. And for those that are the uninitiated, can you kind of tell us a little bit more just how the idea for Skillquest and the tournament kind of came about?
Yeah, certainly. So Skillquest helps gamers to get into tech. The idea kind of came about because I started mentoring people into tech, actually using Rocket League and a league that I ran as kind of the engaging way to learn. So that we built some tech, I started mentoring people on how to work on it, and then they started getting jobs. And for anybody who isn't aware, tech is a pretty lucrative career, usually like six-figure jobs, and the field is just starving for talent. I think there's going to be like over 400,000 tech jobs in America that are expected to be unfilled in the next few years. So I said, hey, why don't we put these two things together? Gamers, they love computers already. They love to code. Typically about like 50% of people are interested in coding. And then how do we teach that to gamers? So we developed a tournament where you can code a Rocket League bot and participate in the tournament to win a cash prize. And then people learn to code through our video courses.
Awesome. And like when you say coding a Rocket League bot, is there any like specific languages that you use? Because full disclosure for me, like my day job is I do work in tech myself, work IT support and have a background in cybersecurity.
Nice. Yeah, so the course teaches Python. You can actually learn a lot of different languages, but specifically we went with Python because it's pretty easy to get started and it's very useful in a career. As soon as you know Python, you can basically do anything in the tech field. You could do machine learning, data science, cybersecurity, certainly, web development, any of the fields you can kind of branch out into and start learning that. And to me, the most boring part of getting into tech was learning the language, because there's just there's a decent amount to learn. So we pair it with an engaging way to do it.
Yeah, and for me, I personally think that Python's probably one of the more fun languages to learn when it comes to that. And certainly it is, not necessarily the easiest thing to learn, when it comes to learning a new language. What do you find really is kind of like that entry point for folks that are looking to kind of get into, like, where's that age range that you're like really that kind of people really start understanding coding and stuff like that?
Yeah, so high school, I think, is the perfect place to start digging into a real language like Python. So we see people from kind of 14 to 15 years at the low end, all the way up through college students taking our courses and gaining something from it, because after you complete the course, you actually have a Rocket League bot that you've built, and you can use that in job interviews, and people do. Like almost everybody who's taken our course and has ended up interviewing for a job has ended up talking about their Rocket League bot in the job interview, because it's just a fun thing that proves you're actually passionate about coding, and it can really occupy a conversation in an interview, as you can imagine. It's not a stale type of project like a lot of people build, like vegetable cataloging apps and fitness tracking apps as their projects. But when you say you built a Rocket League bot, people tend to perk up and want to know more.
Yeah, like certainly projects are, that I can speak for experience that, having a project on your resume to say, hey, we did this sort of thing here really helps show practical, experience to those job creators and those people that are hiring. And like I can speak to that personally, having gone through that myself. So really, what is kind of Skillquest's goal then, that with all that? I mean, obviously, I think that it seems like a pretty good entry point into things, but is there anything more to that, or you want to kind of expand on that?
Yeah, so after people engage with our first course, we actually will help them to continue their learning along the journey of learning Python, and actually help them get placed into a career. So we offer everything from these entry level, like discover technology fun courses, all the way through career placement and coaching services to land your first job and make sure it's a good one, it's the one you want, and you're making the money that you want to be making. And I actually wanted to specifically talk about this upcoming course. The signups, if maybe we could drop the link in Twitch chat. I think I saw it a few minutes ago. I'm not looking at chat, so yeah, thank you. If you sign up for this course, there's actually money at the end to be won. So you get the course and you get the chance to participate in a tournament, which is for a cash prize. So right now it's $2,000, and I'm gonna honestly try to pump as much money into that as possible because I just think it's sick when gamers win money. But the course is like, it's 9 modules long. It'll walk you through the entire way of building a Rocket League bot, and anyone who has this course is going to be able to participate in this tournament to win money. And the people who sign up right now are going to get an email tomorrow with course access. So it actually drops tomorrow. It's been planned for months. It just happens we're doing this interview tonight.
So that's energy.
Yeah. Everybody else will get it later, but if you guys go to the website in the link in the chat and sign up now, then you'll get early access to it. And we have over 200 people on that email list who are going to get notified. So it could become kind of competitive to actually get a spot in this tournament. So if this sounds interesting to you, it's absolutely no risk. Just go throw your email in there and find out more tomorrow when the course drops. But the tournament will actually happen in August. So you'll have plenty of time to take the course. We'll have some weekly kind of events where you can learn and challenge your other cohort members to little scrims and figure out what they're doing better. And then finally in August, we're going to have a big streamed event and potentially even a live component. We're kind of in the midst of planning it right now and hope to announce shortly after the course drops.
Fantastic. So we've got that exclusive early access there. Love to hear that, for LOS champs, and a little bit more as well. So you mentioned, obviously this is in Python here, working on Rocket League bots. I am kind of curious myself, is that the only ones that you guys really have planned? Are there other courses you're thinking about teaching there, and possibly even other games and other tournaments in the future at all?
Yeah, so we are starting with Rocket League because that's my home. I love a good Rocket League. I love seeing that best of 5 series, by the way. The Game 5 series. But we do have some other stuff planned. We are actually looking at maybe doing some teaching in Unreal Engine, teaching people how to build custom maps, and maybe partnering with some pretty cool people to do stuff like that. So if you're interested, stay tuned, definitely. And if you go to that link and put your email in, then we'll definitely be able to send you that when more news drops. I want to keep it a little bit mysterious, but we also do stuff like with Discord bots, with Minecraft. That's already on the site and live right now, but we have a lot more planned for Rocket League. And then games going into the future, certainly. I can't say exactly which ones yet, but we're looking at opportunities. So if you guys have ideas, make sure to hit me up. By the way, I'm Taro in Discord, and if you're in the LOS Champs Discord, just DM me if this sounds interesting to you, because I'd love to talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's certainly something that, because I know that the botting community, especially in Rocket League, has gotten really big. It's kind of exploded over the last year now, and that we started to see even bot-on-bot competitions here, and it's gotten to the point where it is incredibly competitive just in and of itself there. And it really does seem like you guys have a really solid system here between creating bots in Rocket League and having fun with that, and also using that as a life skill that you can kind of transfer and is transferable to other skills in tech, and really kind of shows to those people that are hiring that, hey, you've got these sort of skills, and not only that, initiative to kind of create and take on these projects by yourself is really something that I know for sure that a lot of interviewers are looking for, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and to me, it's like I keep everything pretty low cost, or I want to keep everything low cost as we kind of build more of these experiences out, so that people can say, why not try it? Why not get into this, give it a try? Because if you love it, it could end up being a very well-paying career for the rest of your lifetime, and one that's really fun. Obviously, building things can be extremely rewarding, and you typically get to work with teams of people who are also building with you. So being on an engineering team is pretty fun and dynamic. So why not give it a rip and see if it's something that you can end up being passionate about, because it can really pay off in the future.
Absolutely. And just real finally, are there any like restrictions on who can participate with this, or is this kind of like open to anybody?
Nope, anybody can participate as long as they're a first-time bot builder. As long as you're building a bot for the first time this year, this will be able to help you on your journey, and I encourage you to sign up.
Awesome. Well, Corbin, I appreciate you stopping by the stream here. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your busy schedule there. I know running a company can't be easy at all. So thank you for stopping by here, and hope enjoy the rest of the stream.
Yeah, thank you guys, and thanks for having me, LOS Champs. Be following along and glad to support your community.
That was Corbin from Skillquest. Skillquest, of course, guys, like I said, in the chat there, we got the info for you. If you want to sign up now, get that exclusive early access there, so you can get signed up right now if you want. But now we are going to go ahead and turn our attention to Game 3, Match 3 of the stream here, which is between Native Pax and Nut Squad. Native Pax Esports 2-0 on the season so far. Nut Squad 1-1 on the season. This is a 2v2 Eastern Tier 5A matchup, folks. So we do have a pretty spicy one here once we get those two teams involved here. I think it's going to be, we get the one that, dare I say, the prettiest maps in my opinion there, Champions Field, to round out the night. But hey, Skillquest, I took a look at the website there. It's got a lot of great ideas. It seems like a solid foundation there, and the fact that they're able to put on that tournament, I think, is something that is a unique opportunity that we have not seen yet in this space. And I think that I'm really interested to see how that tournament goes down in August. But hey, you got a lot of time between now and August. How to code Python, I can speak from experience, is probably one of the more fun languages to learn when it comes to coding. I always tell people at my work, hey, I'm not a big code guy. Like, if you need to run Python things, I can do that, but a lot of the coding things, not really my bag. But Python, hey, that's a code I can say, hey, it's fun to learn. It's very, I would say, linear as far as like understanding it. You tell what you when you get into it, you kind of understand. Hey, you tell it what you want to do, and as long as you're very verbose and very specific about what you wanted to do, it runs just fine.